Just kind of digging through some old time lapses that I had a while back, and just archiving stuff and throwing away what I didn't need to keep. There's some things I wanted to show you. How trails deform and perturbations are something I've kind of gotten into lately, and we're going to start off right here. This trail here, you can see how nice and straight, but right at this point it begins to fan completely out. The particles, the aerosols, are hanging out to the west off in this direction. And as we scroll through this, you can see how the trail deforms and how there is even a cross trail, right in through, let's come back here, right at this point, right here. And with this, it's kind of the most western extent of this bend, and then it begins to arc back up towards the neutral line where the plane just left. And that's what it's all about, is where the trails deform. Here's another one of those deformations. There'll be another small one here, another one here, but you can begin to see how the trail deforms and how there's some anomaly happening with this guy as we scroll across time. It's just unmistakable. Another one here. Same thing, where we have the trail beginning to sag out. There's some sinking motion in the atmosphere that is pulling the trail downward that isn't present up here at this part, at least to that extent. Still, you can see some powders dropping out here. But this is huge and a very, very different trail behavior beginning at this point in time. And then you can see it just turning into a curtain as it begins to sweep on out. All right, we get a little later on in the day, the cloud covers kind of become more overcast. You'll see some trails at or beneath cloud level. This is February, so the atmosphere is largely cold. Again, I'm in eastern Idaho at this point in time. But it's right in through here at this boundary where we begin to see the clear skies showing up right in through here. Now watch this series of flights. One comes in first, kind of right along the edge of the clouds. You can see that right there scooting along. And then two more come along, and then a third. Or more than that, a fourth. And then another one comes up right the gut, right there, right across that meeting point of the two previous trails. And then more interestingly, is watch how this segment, this more western end of this chemtrail, is not behaving like any of the others. Boom, you can see it collapsing very quickly towards the south and west. And the rest of the trails are stuck. They're stationary. They're not moving. In fact, it's a different resonance that it's attached to. It's a different particle size. There is something happening here so that trail behaves very, very differently than the other trails around it. So just to give you an idea, they're not up there just willy-nilly, dropping these things around to cloud up the skies. No, there's a much greater pattern. Much, much greater pattern. And every plane is up there for a specific reason, a specific purpose, a specific mission. And so much of it is to maintain and understand the geometry of how the atmosphere is moving and how it happens literally in real time. And you can only see it with time lapse, and it becomes very, very clear that this is a grand ballet in the sky. All right, thanks so much for watching. Scott Stevens here.